Okay, there you go. I don't like how I really don't. Not like how this lighting looks. But oh well. Either way. I guess just leave it like that. Yeah. Oh well. But anyway, so yep, we'll be having the live reads in a moment. Let me just not blind myself. First and foremost, I'm going to be opening the new Lilith pendant I've got from. Let me see. Let me open up my Facebook list real quick. That way, I can actually give proper and well-deserved credit. Okay, where am I going? I'm lost. There we go. Here we go. I got my new lovely Lilith pendant from oh, hello Nux. I think I got a better idea. An easier idea. Because I know who it is and I don't want to like give out a Facebook page that's maybe personal, so I'm trying to be extra careful. So let me find her name because I really want everybody that watches this to know who made this beautiful piece once I open it. Yeah, I know. Hold your pigeons. Hold on. Oh yeah, it is made by the Trudher Bruja. I'm gonna see if I can post a link to her YouTube channel, and I don't know if she has an Instagram page or I know she has a Facebook page, but I'll have to play Dig Dug to find it. But yeah, she's the one who made this beautiful piece. That is, um, it is made out of. Let me screw it up a little bit. I know. Hold your pigeons. Hold on. Keep your weave on. I'm not going anywhere. Hold on. I'm letting your mind wander a little bit, which is good. What could it be? Wonder what it looks like. I know. And if you happen to be one of those people that doesn't take seduction well, here comes an exercise for you. Relax thy mind and then just allow the mind to wander and do cartwheels and backflips and what have you. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's not it. It should be coming up any second on my phone because I know exactly where I have it like listed with what it's made out of, and I like how the longer I hold this thing, even if it's still in the envelope, this thing, I definitely feel it. It's very, 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 very potent. Okay, it is made out of organite, as well as organite with black tourmaline, lapis lazuli, and copper. So now find the moment of truth. I'll open this thing. I'll shut up. Hello again, Michael. Okay, Pluto. I'll answer that question once I open this thing and show the beauty of this. I really don't want to rip open the packaging too rough. Where's my snips? Oh, I can just do that. Okay, here we go. Oh man, I'm like legit excited. Oh, that didn't go as planned because the route that I opened it, didn't get past the bubble wrap. Oh, I simply just touched it and I felt that is. Oh my good lord! Let me see this. Open. Oh, that is cute. That is adorable. I'm holding on to this thing. This is going right into Lilith space. Here, lovely. I'll put that right there. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm playing Tetris a little. Okay. There's that. And there it is. Oh, man. It's even going through the bubble wrap, too. Oh, my. Whoa. The joys of being very sensitive to, like, crystals and energy, it's a double-edged sword. It's good because you can actually feel the change, but also sometimes it can be overpowering. Oh, my gosh. I'm so not ready for this. Just kidding, I am. Who am I kidding? Oh, oh my. Oh, Lord. This is. And I know you might be thinking, aren't you overreacting? No, 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 no. Don't think I'm overreacting. If you were able to be as sensitive as I am to like crystal energy and such, and if you're not used to it at all, you'd be doing the same thing. So stick it and piss it. This is potent. Good Lord. This, oh my Lord. Just holding it is making me, oh gosh. So here it is. I'm going to gingerly bring this down a little bit. I also like how like the necklace part, this feels like snake skin. Even though it may not be snake skin, but if it is, even better. That just feels just so majestic. Like I literally can't because I'm being like overwhelmed with like all the like the energy coming off this thing. I love it. Like, oh my Lord Lanta. Yeah, I'm trying to. Oh, there we go. Okay. You're probably thinking, can we see what it looks like already? Hold on now. You'll see it in a second, okay? Keep your weave on. So, here is what it looks like. So, yeah, that's what it looks like. Look at this beauty. Like literally, this is a beauty. Just you can turn off the brightness a little. Look at that beauty. My day, Mika. Well, after touching this thing, it feels like I'm unstoppable. I can't believe it sounded like Jumba from Lilo and Stitch. I designed this creature to be unstoppable, which is precisely why you must bring him back. What, me? Yeah. So, even though I feel I kind of do also want to put this with like some of my like other with my onyx and smoky quartz and all that. But here we gotta officially initiate this thing. Even though it's technically already is because of the sigil on it, but I'm putting this oil on it. And here we go again with the magical oil that smells completely different every time I smell it. So we're gonna just go like this. Yes, okay. If you like. Hmm. I didn't actually get this from a shop. I got this from, let me see the name one more time there. From True Bruja. I don't know if I said her name properly, but yeah, she made this beauty. And now, moment of truth. How to put this thing on after it's been. Okay, here we go. I'm not really good with claps, but I'll try it. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's the back. Oh, wait, that's. Oh, boy. Okay, well, I don't tend to. Okay, let's see if I can do this. I may have to flip it backwards for a moment just so that I can see what I'm doing. Okay, there's the clasp there. Hopefully I don't make this too tight that I end up choking myself. Okay, got the clasp. Rolling it right. Get in there. Okay, there we go. Hello, moon. Okay, here we go. Almost all the way. Okay. I mean, it worked. Sorry, there was a bug flying, and I think I killed it. Yep, I got it. Oh, it sucks to be that thing. Oh well. But yeah, and I'm sorry if I clapped like really near close to the mic and probably scared the living heck out of you. Sorry. You can blame the bug for that one. But oh my gosh, just having this on, I just completely feel energized. Like I want to do a, like I want to do. It's gonna sound so weird, but go with it. I want to do like 20 cartwheels in a row, and into a back handspring, and just keep going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny, and not stop. But you know that I'm not gonna do that because that's not recommended right now. That's not. But oh lordy, I'm like really feeling the energy off this piece, and it's just wow. I don't think potent's an accurate word because potent is not strong enough. A stronger word than potent, because potent doesn't accurately describe how powerful this thing is. But yes, this lovely piece. I'll see if I can. Actually, I think. Actually, I'm going to try that. Now that word, I don't know what that word means, but I'm going to nod my head and say if nod my head and go with it and be like, yeah, I think that would fit just perfectly. So now I might lag a little, God forbid. So I'm gonna put in like the live chat or whatever. I'm gonna put her channel there. So that way if you want to check her channel out and see about some of her content, which I highly suggest you do, please do it. No, we're just do it. Trust me. Okay, let me find it. Let me find this lovely... There she is. Okay, we're going to open... Hopefully this thing can load a little bit faster. There we go. Now, where's the share button on this? Oh, there it is. Right in front of my face. Okay, click here. Loading. There we go. Now we're going to get rid of that. And here it is. Now that's her channel. I highly, yeah, I can keep saying highly until, I'm blue in the face. Highly suggest you subscribe and watch her content because it is, what's the word? It's like walking to a diamond mine. That's the best way I can put it. She has a lot of intelligence, a lot of knowledge, and also she actually is very close with Marquise Andres, which is one of the Goetic divine spirits that I'm also close with too. Even though some people, when they hear Andres, they think, "Oh, him," but isn't he the one that's the one that causes strife and seeds of discord and makes someone get mortified? Yeah, what about it? What's wrong with that? Yeah, that same one. Okay. But without further ado, let's get to this. Now remember, everybody gets one freebie. Everybody gets one freebie. And I'm going to be going like one at a time. So, well, now why did it just do that? Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. First up's Pluto, and of course, mods, make sure you keep everybody in their pigeons in order and lined and in line. If somebody throws a hissy fit, just drop an anvil on them. If you want to drop an anvil, or just give them a booty to the tush. So, okay, so we're looking for bloody thing. His feeling towards me, we always break up 100 times and come back again. Well, let's see. Between Taurus and Pluto. We'll do the mirror. Okay, that was random. We will do the mirror reflection on all the plane spreads and then the next 3 steps, and then get into the bottom of this. General altogether. Page of Pentacles. This depiction, it is a vampire hunter surrounded with wolves. And generally, he may be somebody who is very calculative. And generally, he is very tactical. Like, he is also really realistic, practical, and down to earth. And he kind of needs to have this sense of being able to calculate things between the two of you. And he's not doing it to be like strict and kind of rigid. It's just that he's having these strategic ideas and thinking and actually executing them for a reason. So you could say that possibly if there's something that, you disagree with him, that's part of his strategy, probably maybe consider going towards him in a way that's not really like, well, I don't agree with this, I don't like it, kind of a pushy way, but more of a way that's like go towards it, like saying if you're actually giving your point of view and you're actually wanting to work with him to improve this strategic planning he has, rather than be like, I don't like that. No. No, actually bring the idea of you wanting to improve his idea, then you hand in your point of view. It's kind of being slick. Mundane every day, like the 3D on the physical plane. shortens. We have King of Pentacles. He must have a lot of anxiety. He must have a lot of fear in him. He also, it might be somebody who may not be able to handle being alone easy. He has a lot of fear of abandonment. And he's also fearing for the future. And he's like always like he's scared of something. And he possibly could be also very pessimistic. And I get a feeling that he always thinks the worst case scenario, and he might exhibit best say it. He might exhibit like nervousness and like anxiety to the point it actually affects his physical health. Like he gets like nervous and can get easily overwhelmed, especially if it's something regarding like if his planning didn't go as planned, and he's afraid of losing out something that he like worked and invested in. Yeah, But when it comes to the financial means, I mean, he knows how to handle the money, and he's kind of best say it's kind of like a penny pincher. Like he doesn't like spending a lot. Like if he could sit on money and just sit on it forever and it not go anywhere, yeah, he would probably be doing that. But there's this fear of something, like fear of not being able to provide much, and this definitely fear of failure. What I'm getting, standing on the mental, is the Ten of Cups. This Ten of Cups is different. Because usually when you see the Ten of Cups, it's like, oh, cheesy, happy family, woozy woo, rainbow. Man and wife hand in hand, and then the two kids playing Ring Around the Rosie. Please don't fall on your face, Eve. But this Ten of Cups is kind of having a vampire figure in a hand going over the edge, and he's kind of like, that's it? That's it? That's what I chased for? Meh. So he might be in a state where he could be very I'm going off what's on top of my head. He may be feeling in a way that because of like how things have going, he's not really accepting the fact that like the whole thing that's been going on back and forth. He's not really accepting it, meaning that he knows that there's much potential with it, and he's not settling for what's been given. In other words, if there's the constant disagreement, and if he gets like closed off and if he goes away, he's not doing it to pretty much be like in a really, really cruel way, but he's taking a step back and kind of being all like, really? This is not how, I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be more secure, if that makes sense. But when it's not being in a state where it's satisfactory for either one of you, he's kind of meh with it. And then the reconnection comes again. Because if there's no stability, he just thinks, what's the point? Why keep going if mentally I'm not stable and it's not providing for either one of us? For the emotion, cheesy, woozy, woo. The wetness part. Yeah, the emotions. Okay, I won't say it. I won't call it the wetness part. We have... That's funny. We go from the 10 now to the 9 of Cups. So on the emotional level, he does have a strong desire to bring you happiness, satisfaction, and bring fulfillment of your desires to the forefront. However, because since she does have blood on her mouth, you may also have to have some of the wants and desires that you have been really pushing a little too hard. you may have to put them temporarily on hold. And if he was being the one to provide them to you, you may have to put them like on the side for temporarily to actually have the connection between you two become more secure. And then when it's more secure, then you can bring them up and be like, give me these things now. But I mean, there is that desire to actually give you those wants that you're seeking. The next 3 steps. 1. Next we have now the Page of Blades. This one looks like a sassy, not having it vampire hunter. So now this one is showing that next step, expect messages during the night and might be very, as said, the messages are going to be very swift and to the point, and he might be a bit pursuitful, if that's the right word. Yeah, he might be a bit overly talkative. Like, so expect like spam calls, spam texts, like, notice me, talk to me. Yeah, like that. The Moon. Now, a lot of people be thinking, oh no, that's a card of secrecy, deception. Oh no, he's keeping secrets from me. Oh God, why is he doing this? No. And actually, this one actually goes with the page behind. With the Moon, you're going to have to he's really going to be trusting his intuitive side. So if you're feeling a certain way, he's going to pick up on it. And if he's trying to get a hold of you and interact with you and talk to you, if you don't talk to him and if you are knowingly ignoring him, he's going to know. So don't do that. So if he messages you, best to interact and just say just how you're feeling, the truth and the whatnot. Don't ignore him. Please don't do that. That's not going to bode well. And then the last course of action. Lovers. I don't think I need to explain that one. So essentially, it's kind of in a way that it's like kind of putting you in a corner, but in a good way. So most definitely, he does have some kind of fear of abandonment, fear of like failure. But the thing is, he won't take anything less. That's not actually the best for either one of you. And he won't accept anything less. He does want to give you that fulfillment and happiness. Just be prepared when he does try to interact with you again. He may be a little bit, bit of like an ankle biter, trying to get your attention and talk to you about this whole thing. And he's going to be really intuitive and really, best said, seeing without his eyes on how you're feeling and what's going on with you. So don't be like playing a sneaky woozy-woo game with him to try and conceal something. That's not going to work. Just be upfront, say how you feel, and then from there, the next step is lovers, and I don't think I need to explain that. So just when you have a disagreement with him, in this way, try to actually improve like his plans and his ideas that he has already. But if you're going to be putting in your point of view, put it off in a way that's saying, this plan of yours or this idea of yours, I think I have an idea of how we can possibly make it better, and then give your point of view and your perspective. Because when you're going in, you're priming him thinking that, okay, whatever she's going to say next, it's going to improve me. Okay, I'm going to go with it. It primes that. Just an example. Okay, let me see if I can scroll this thing down. Yay! There we go. Oops. Okay. Okay, let me scroll all the way back up here. Okay. So Michael wants to know Hell and Lilith. Okay. Okay, fine. Which one wants to go first? Okay. Yeesh. Okay, hold on. Okay, so Michael, I'm going to be using 2 decks. One deck is Hell and the other one is Lilith. How many for each one? Just 2 pulls? Okay. The first deck is Tarot Apocalypse. I would have gotten the Runic Tarot, which is like the newest one by Jack Sephiroth, I believe. I would have gotten that one, but I'm not gonna, because I don't think the 5 of Cups would have been the most ideal card for Hell. I mean, the artwork is absolutely flawless and gorgeous. I just not what I'm into the 5 of Cups, because Hell is all about. Really? You think I give a damn about people being sad? I do not care. Get up. I don't care about you being sad. You need to live life to the fullest. Boo-hoo! Feelings hurt? That's cute. Get up and get moving, kid. Kind of hell somewhat of hell in a nutshell. She cares about you so much, she'll actually tell you how things are and not really care about how you feel. Just because, sometimes things just have to be said. So the first 2 is going to be of what hell has to say. And the other one over there, the dark pigeon row, is what Lilith's going to say. So hell says, and okay, now Lilith says, oh, that was just nasty, but clever. Yeah. Okay, so Hell has the Sun and then the Prince of Wands coming out. In other words, you can probably say just make sure when you're handling your passion and you're going about it, make sure you don't, be too. Don't be all, hey, look at me handling this skill I have. Look at me. Because really, kid, just keep working the stick. Just keep doing what you're doing. People will naturally come toward you because you're the sun. Trust me, they can see you. You don't have to ask them to look at you. Just be careful with the stick. Don't break anything, metaphorically speaking. In other words, just if you're working on a new talent and you want to be recognized for it, just keep practicing it, and don't worry about if people are being a woozy by it or not. Just keep doing it, and then you'll be getting more rewards from it if you don't beg for people to give you the notice, because you're naturally attracting to you. Now Lilith. Now here comes something funny. We have the 7 of Cups and now the King of Wands. And I'll share what she said. Well, look at you! Wow, you have a lot of long wooden things handling over there. Wow, I'm impressed. Hey, it's a skill. And because this is the 7 of Cups and the angel figure is actually standing on top of it, this can actually show that depending on how you're going to be practicing this skill or putting it out in the world, or how you're deciding to go about perfecting it and using it for your best gain, you'll actually become proficient in it, that you'll become an authoritative figure on it. Specifically, if it happens to involve anything with, I would have to say best, if it has to involve history or, any kind of working with the passed on, the dead, or maintaining tradition. If it has anything to do with that, yeah, just keep going about your studies and keep investing in it, and don't worry about people who are going to be going, oh, woo, about it. Just keep doing your thing, and because the more you just keep going at it and doing your own thing on your own time and at your own pace, the more rewards will come to you that way. So just roll with it. Just keep it rolling. Okay. So that's for the 2. Okay, next one. Okay, messages. Okay, what does Anana have to say? Well, I personally am not connected with Anana, so I can't really. I mean, I can try. Let me just find my Dark Goddess Oracle real quick, so that way I have a focus point. And for those of you that don't know what that is, allow me to explain. A focus point. Essentially, a focus point is either a statue, artwork, or something that actually displays the entity or being that you're trying to connect to and get insight from, or something that you physically hold, like a crystal, a stone, or a sacred object that said entity is actually associated with, again, like a statue, a crystal, or a necklace. And then when you're having it on your person, that entity is actually able to come through and speak and interact with you. In this case, I only got one thing I can use. Now let me find her. Watch me flip like 2. Okay, well, let's go the other way. Okay. Guess she's not that way. Oh, hello, Nix. And hello, Morgan. No, I don't. You don't need to wash my clothes, lovely. Wow. Hello, Pele. Oh, there she is. Okay, so now keep in mind, again, I'm not really connected with Anana, so I'm not really familiar with her energy. But having this as a focus point kind of gives me something. I'm going to put this like right in front of me. And I'm going to be now using the Heaven or Hell Tarot. Okay, here to go. So lovely Anana, if you would be so ever so kind, what messages do you have for Moon, if you would? And how many would you like pulled? Alrighty then. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, that's 5. My mistake. Whoa! Okay, here we go then. So, let me play Tetris real quick. And that should do it. Yeah, a little bit down one. So, currently, you might be in a position where you are maybe a bit timid, but you are doing a lot of research on a subject, or you're just really being really willing to be like an apprentice of some kind of study of some kind, and you're wanting to invest a lot of your time into something. So now you have two choices. But either way, both of them are going to give you this 10 of cups. Like pretty much perfect emotional contentment. Oh, wait, who did that? Wait, was Jabrail? Oh, Jabrail. Sheesh. Was like, I'm going to have to buy you chocolate too. Okay, Jabrail, what sign is she in? Black Moon Lilith, what sign is she in? And then also I'll bring her into this too. So, Moon. You have your two choices. Both of them kind of seem the same, but the result is the same too. But how it comes forward is different. And this one might be a difficult choice. Because again, they're similar. But one is more powerful than the other one. And no, don't think like don't think like the general like, oh, well, here's this one. This one has to be stronger. Don't think like that. First choice, Queen of Wands. Second choice, King of Wands. If you choose the Queen of Wands, you get the Four of Wands with the 10 of Cups. Essentially, with water and fire, you get the ability to create steam and air. So you, with your spiritual charge, with your zest, you'll actually be able to have the vigor, the security, because that's the number 4, and the spiritual charge to actually bring into this 10 of Cups. But if you choose to go with the route of the King of Wands, meaning that you can have another figure come in, or you could be actually going overkill with a lot of fire. But if you go about it that way, then you have the Two of Pentacles leading you to the 10 of Cups. The thing is, the Two of Pentacles is Jupiter in Capricorn, while the Four of Wands is Venus in Aries and Jupiter in Aries. Specifically, it would have to be Venus and Jupiter in Kritika. While over here, the Two of Pentacles being along the side of pretty much Dinesh Capricorn with Jupiter. But again, Jupiter gets really pissed off being in Capricorn because you're taking somebody who likes to teach and be really enthused about it with a lot of vigor, You're telling him to calm down a little. That doesn't work. That does not work. So you can go also, now the kings are fire and extra fire, but now you have essentially the wisdom being only there because of the title and the gains for it. So this route actually may be a bit more difficult to sustain, and you might be forced in a certain direction where you don't want to go to get this 10 of cups. Because really, we really want you to go down this route. The Queen of Wands, we have fire, we have water, we have stability with the Four of Wands, and then we also have air with fire and water coming together. So just go with the Queen of Wands route. Get the zest and the vigor to motivate yourself to get to this 10 of Cups. Don't rely on somebody else to bark orders at you. At least that's what I get. Okay, now, since Jabrail threw money at me, I'm going to be prioritizing him next. So, okay, open. Okay, there we go. So, Jabrail, there he is. Well, hello, Adam. And I'm sorry if I wasn't paying attention to, like, everybody at the same time. Okay, Gemini, Lilith, and the Gemini Ascendant. So let's see here. Where's your moon at? Where's your moon at? And these for me, Inanna and Venus or Aphrodite, I can't see them as the same. Now, don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. Aphrodite definitely could, take weaves off of people. But to me, Aphrodite was not primarily as a war goddess, but that doesn't mean she didn't, insinuate a lot of wars to happen. Because that happened a bit too much. Oh, 6th house Scorpio. Okay. Conjunct Pluto. Okay, good. So essentially now Black Moon Lilith does take in the qualities of Moon also. Is there anybody else with Lilith, or is it just her in the Ascendant? Yep, and this is how you have to take all these little factors all in together when you're trying to read her. Let's see if I can grab my Astrology hot mess. Get over here. That's not it. Wait. That's not it. That cake was a lie. Let me go grab it over. Gotta be over here. Found it. Okay, here to go. So, because what I'm going to do is actually build this in front of me so that way I can get an idea. Okay. And that can get out of my life. So can that. And trust me, there's a method to my madness. We're all a little mad here, Alice. We're all just a little mad here. Whoops. There. Okay, you're gonna. Okay, let's go. Here. Okay, so is that are any of you important in here? Not really, no. Okay, so away with that, and away with you. Okay, so let me build this thing. Okay, so let's get this on the road. So let's see. We'll have that. Okay, ringy dingy phone, get out of my way. Okay, let's see. We'll have it go there. Seventh will go right. Don't mind me. I'm just really making this thing. Okay, so Lugna all the way over there. Okay, ninth will go right there. This is gonna look so dim-witted, but who cares? Get Kendra there. 12th will go up there. 5th will go right there. That'll go right there. 10th will go right there. 2nd will go there. 3rd will go there. Okay, so that would mean let it go. Thank you. Okay, so that would be, that was a weird one. Okay, that'll be Gemini, and that'll be, so that'd be Sagittarius, and then that would be Pisces. Okay, you'll go there. You'll go there. That'll go over there. This will go crap there. Well, obviously that one's going to go there. Crap. Okay. Oh, obviously it would go right there. Took me a minute, I'm sorry. Okay, then that'll gonna slide right there. Not literally. Okay, there's that. There's that. Where the heck does this? Oh, right there. Obviously. Okay. That'll go. Get in there. 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 Okay, so. Okay. Here to go. Okay, so we have the little shithead Pluto with Moon. Oh, Moon. And one more question with Moon. Is she waxing or waning? If you know. If you don't know, not really, not much, but not much. But it can kind of influence it a bit. But if you don't know, then I'll just take a shot in the dark. Okay, so it's just Black Moon Lilith there. Okay, so judging by this. Empowerment, well, that's going to come also from the sign of Aries too, as like for the self, but as well as the right there. And since that's naturally that, you may actually feel empowerment may actually come from a waning. That's good then. That's actually really good for Black Moon Lilith, because when you have Black Moon Lilith, which is like the dark moon, essentially, and now you have Moon becoming more like her with Pluto, it can also show that mainly empowerment will come from being able to kind of take. This seems to sound so bad, but we're all ladies here. We'll go for it. Mainly, if you were to be going into isolation and doing a lot of tantra magical practice, 5 days from the new moon. Oh, perfect. If you were to get into tantra, number one, that's the biggest, loudest one that's coming to my mind right now. Do tantra, learn tantra, practice tantra, do it. That's Yes, lovely, I heard you. I'm not going to say that. So, if you've ever practiced Tantra, that's probably what I'm saying. I did not need to know that, but thank you. Any kind of practice related to Tantra, or essentially that kind of active magic, if you catch my drift, you can gain a lot of power from it. And because since technically that kind of magic is a form of vampirism, even vampiric work would do phenomenally well too. And since Pluto does, become a little shithead, like he is naturally sitting with the moon, he actually can also intensify and magnify the ability to take the energy that's going to be built up during the Tantra and actually be able to go like build it up and then go. So, ramping up with the Tantra and using that as part of the magical practice, I mean, it's just like, see here. This is the best way I can. This is the best way I can kind of simulate it. Okay, you got the button for it. Yep. Press it. Yeah, it's like you're pressing a button to drop a nuke on something. That powerful. In a good way. I mean, if you could like say if you're using that magic to like hex someone, well, again, oh that sucks to be this guy. Press it. Drop a nuke on him because yeah, it's gonna be potent. Like potent. And actually empowerment may actually come from going down the more darker and the more a bit tabooish parts of existence. And but in isolation and solitude and pretty much when it's just yourself, that's where you'll actually be able to. This is gonna sound so weird. And why does it always have to be like, oh, okay, whatever you say. When you're even in solitude and when you actually do practice it by yourself, that's when you can actually become more attuned with it and being able to really understand on how the senses work on a more deeper level. I'm trying to keep this, not as vulgar as it could be. Because I mean if I could, I would be saying like, well, if I just find a good one that looks good and then just grab something like this and just go, hey, yeah, knock them out with it. And then drag them into the closet and hang them up. And use them when you deem fit. Oh, Rahu! Rahu's in there. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Rahu. And my voice cracked. I'm going to assume you never heard that. So Rahu is involved. Okay. That changes. That helps a lot. In terms of like helping to just dissect this thing. So if you have Rahu involved in all that, now you have Ketu in Taurus. Definitely. If you go towards Ketu with it, and actually Rahu and Ketu actually do have dominion over the Kundalini, of course, obviously, but specifically with Ketu. Ketu actually has dominion over the Tantra magic too. And since Ketu is kind of like, oh, I'm in the 12th house of escapism again. Go over to where my head's at. Yeah, wherever next to Moon and that shithead Pluto. Go that way. But when you actually go towards K2 more, and if you push through it, you'll actually be able to get. You actually understand yourself in a much better way. Because Rahu is essentially where you're most inexperienced at. And Rahu is like Pac-Man. Yeah. And actually, you have me on Instagram. I know you do. You can just send me a message on that and show me that, and I can probably give you a better answer. But for having the empowerment, definitely the Tantra in isolation. That's the biggest one. Because you can have, because having Rahu with Moon in Scorpio in the 6th. Now, don't get me wrong, Rahu is like instantly where you go and turn your head to. But because that's where you're striving for, you may not be getting like the most empowered sustenance from it, if that makes sense. So I would say definitely go to where Ketu's at, which is the 12th house in Taurus. You might be like, do I have to go that way? But when you go back towards like where Ketu is, the previous, when you start enhancing and practicing that and putting it more into practice, even though you're like, that's where you'll actually become the best. Actually, here's a better way of putting it. When you go back onto K2 and you kind of go into default mode with that, just like, okay, this is like by default. I already know how to do this and I feel comfortable with it. So essentially, when you're doing qualities or like work or anything related to Taurus in the 12th, which is essentially, believe it or not, actually like crystal cleaning or pretty much even, believe it or not, this is going to sound so odd. Also, like fashion design can count too. Because that's Taurus, and the 12th house is isolation. Being a fashion designer all by yourself, that counts. That's good enough. And since Lilith is on the ascendant in Gemini, definitely coming up with ideas that pretty much don't require a lot of opinion and pretty much kind of show the idea of having unionship and connection in a way that's darker, if you want to go out of that route. But most definitely Tantra, again. Tantra, if you could hear what's going on in my head and when I'm hearing, you'd be hearing, holy crap, that's like the 90th time I heard the word Tantra, 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 Tantra. Yeah, it just won't stop. Tantra. Congrats, that's the 100th time. Yeah, you get the idea. So definitely Tantra. Tantra in isolation, even if it's by yourself, make it work. There you go. That's the consistent. Let me guess, Tantra. Yes, love. Okay. She said, you got this, hon. Trust me. You can handle it. A lot better than that Adam guy. Oh, sheesh. But anyway, well, that's what I got. Actually, I'm going to take my leave, and I'm actually going to be making a little change in the necklace, but yeah. Hope that helped you, Braille, and I hope it was informative. If you want to, just message me on Instagram all that information, and I can probably give you a hand and delve deeper, and maybe even look at divisional charts for you. But anyway, I'm going to take my leave. I'm exhausted.